Friday. Happy new month. It's the beginning of May. This year's going by quick. We're almost at the halfway point of another year. This year is going by quickly. This year is going by. But you know what? We blessed. We blessed. I'm up this morning. I'm blessed. So I figure if I'm up, I might as well just come and say hello and give God the praise for waking me up this morning, starting me on my way. Because it wouldn't have been possible if he didn't touch me and woke me up this morning. It wouldn't be possible. I didn't have a job to go to. I thank God. Thank God every day. And as I sit here this morning, think about everything, the blessings, the many blessings that God has done for me, I can't help but to say just thank you. And I pray everyone has a blessed month. I pray that families stay blessed. It's just a blessing in general. And what a week it's been. There's so much stuff going on in the world. So much stuff going on in the world. With this Voting Rights Act that Louisiana struck down. And then you got a college campus, a historically black college campus, where the kids speak out against a person they don't want to speak at their graduation. And now they're being threatened about funds being taken away. Whether we like it or not, minorities are under attack. Minorities are under attack. And it's too many of us that's trying to turn a blind eye to it. It's too many of us trying to convince themselves that this administration is not racist when you can see that they're trying to strip all the civil rights stuff away. And hello, how you doing? And this Voting Rights Act, people like Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, people like that walked and stood up for civil rights for us, that we would have the rights for stuff to do, and it's being stripped away. And I know they're turning in their graves right now for what's going on in this country, for what's going on with people, because they're trying to silence us. They're trying to silence us. Whether you like it or you don't like it or you don't agree, they're trying to silence the minorities in this country. They're trying to say we're not worth anything. They're trying to say we shouldn't have the same rights as everybody else. And if you don't believe it, just continue to watch and look. But it's time for us to start waking up. It's time for the black community to stop worrying about what's the next big thing out here and start paying attention to politics. Start paying attention to stuff going on in the community. Because if you like it or you don't like it, it's happening. And it's too many of us that's asleep at the wheel to not realize it. It's too many. The younger generation, it's too many. It's too many. There's nothing wrong. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having a good time, doing what you want to do, doing this and doing that. But it's like I keep coming back to this same situation that I'm hearing everybody talk about. It's this Chris Brown and Usher tour, and the way people are trying to buy these tickets and going crazy over this, Can you imagine if they put that same energy in the voting? If they put that same energy in the community activism of getting involved in their communities, trying to make their community better? Like I say, there's nothing wrong with having a good time. We all need to have a good time. We all deserve to have a good time. But it's coming at a price. You see the stuff that's going on around you. And that's the only thing you want to think about. We have to take a stand in this country. And it's bad. And it's bad when an historically black college and the kids come out and speak against someone that's not for us, is clearly a Trump supporter and supports all of Donald Trump's policies. And then when they come together and peacefully protest, they're called a mob, they're called woke. No, it's not woke, it's not a mob. It's called freedom of speech. It's called that they have a right to say who they want at their college graduation and who a person that fits their values. A person that can relate to them. Not someone that agrees with a president who is so divisive to the minority community. Let's not get it twisted. Trump doesn't like minority people. Trump never has. And for all these people out here that's saying, oh, Trump's not a racist, Trump's not this, Trump's not that, don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. Because you're seeing it in real time. Trump don't care about black folks. If he did, he wouldn't be so scared right now about these midterm elections, and that's why he's trying to rig the system. But it's one thing I do know. God has the last say. God has the last say. God will deal with this on his own time. Excuse me, sir. You can leave. About Trump. I said what I said about him. I said what I said about him, and I'm right about him. Trump does not like black people. And you're part of the problem. I could come back at you with hate, but I'm not. And if you're going to be in here, you're going to be nice and you're going to respect the room. You're going to respect the chat. And if you don't, you can leave. I'm going to put it that way. Oakwood, whatever your name is, Oakwood. I'm not fooled about nothing. Trump has made this country a laughing stock. He done more harm to this country than good. And if you can't see that, there's something wrong with you. You will, okay. How about this? How about you get out of here? Hide you. You'll sit there and be talking. You'll sit here and talk to yourself. I'm not on no Democrat plantation. You don't even know who I vote for, sir. Hey, good morning, Reed. How you doing? How you doing, Reed? Thank you for joining. Man, some of these people got... You're right. You're so right. You're so right, Neil Cave. You're right. I'm glad here, but thank you. Thank you for joining, Reed. Thank you for joining. Like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by a hater. Like I said, don't be fooled by Donald Trump, because we all know this man has a disdain for minorities in this country, and he's trying to take He's trying to take every single thing away. That's why this Voting Right Act, they're trying to do everything in their power to keep this man in power. They're trying to keep him in power. But one thing I know, God has the final say. And if the black people get out here and vote, still vote like they supposed to vote, people are going to get tired of what's going on in this country with everything going up. The price of gas, the price of food, because of this illegal war. I don't care what nobody say. This war is illegal, as illegal as it gets. It's illegal. The everyday American is out here struggling, whether it's trying to pay rent, buy food, or whatever else it is. And no one else cares. No one else cares. The only thing the administration cares about is lying about what's going on, because they're profiting off of this war. Trump and his people are profiting off this war. They making money off of it. His son-in-law, he's making money off of it. The head of the military is making money off of it. All these people are making money off of it. And it's sad. But let me get back to this, talking about this college campus, South Carolina State University, historically black university. Can't understand why, in the first place, somebody on the Trump administration would be allowed to come and speak at their campus anyway. But the brave women, the brave young women and men came out and let their voices be heard. And now because they came out and spoke and said that they didn't want this person at their graduation, they're trying to defund, they're trying to take money from the college. And that's just trying to say right there that, trying to say, well, y'all need to be quiet and stay and know your place. If it's happening there, it can happen to any HBCU in America. And it's time that they wake up and realize they're trying to say he done more for HBCU. I don't see it. I don't see it. But like I say, I've lived through many presidents, Republicans, Democrats, whatever it may be. I've never seen a president that's so decisive, that speaks hate, that speaks division against anybody that's against him. Anybody that's against him. If you come out and you say something about him, he's upset. He'll run to Twitter and say this and say that. I didn't agree with Bush. I never agreed with none of the Bushes. I didn't like what they, I didn't like the policy or anything, but one thing I can say, they never said anything that was racially decisive, not to my knowledge, I'm gonna put it that way. They never tried to single out one minority group. They never tried to round up illegal immigrants or try to send them back. Didn't give without having to due process and stuff like that. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. The things that this administration is doing is not godly. It's not godly at all. God wouldn't treat people this way. God wouldn't talk about people this way. God wouldn't discriminate against people. And for a president to come out and openly mock God and then say, "Oh, I was trying to pray like I was a doctor." No, you wasn't. You knew what you were doing in the first place. You knew what you were doing in the first place. You knew what you were doing in the first place. You knew what you were doing in the first place when you did that. But like I say, it's time for the minority of the community to come together. Stop worrying about the outside stuff. Stop worrying about what's the latest pair of tennis shoes coming out. Stop worrying about what's the latest concert that's coming out. It's time for us to teach our kids, teach our grandkids what's happening in this country. Because best to believe, the racists, they're teaching their kids how to be racist. They're teaching their kids how to say that we're beneath them. This is not my normal talk, but hey, it is what it is. It's time to get informed. And like, if you can't be respectful when you come in here without all these emojis and stuff like that, don't comment at all if you can't be respectful. Any and every here, opinions are welcome here. But if you're just coming in here just to be spiteful and mean and stuff like that, you can get out. You can see the door. You can see the exit. And I'm not even trying to be mean or funny or anything. I can respect anyone's opinion as long as you're respectful. But if you want to come in here on some mean type stuff and stuff like that, you can go. Hey, how you doing? Huh? No, I don't have a light. Sorry. Sorry about that. I'm walking to the bus station. Someone was out here sleep on the street. And that's another thing, homeless situation. Homeless people in America, dude. It's just crazy. Homelessness. But back to what I'm talking about. We need to wake up as a people. We need to wake up. We need to start calling out what's going on in America to the minority community. One vote, 6-3 in Louisiana. Scroll back, the Voting Rights Act. And now they're trying to do it everywhere. Now they're trying to do it everywhere. And you got some black people that's all right with this. You got some black people that's all right with this. And I've heard people say that the Democrats started the KKK and this, that, and the third, allegedly. If they did, they did it. But I think they learned from it. Learn from it. You gotta learn from stuff and move on. But one thing I do know, at this day and time, the Republican Party, the Republicans, and the president administration, they don't see nothing good for the minority community. Nothing good. They don't. You can argue with me till you turn blue in the face, pink in the face, whatever. But it is what it is. It is what it is. They don't want us to have a voice. They don't want us to speak out against what's wrong. And it's truly disturbing when a person can call young black Americans on a college campus a woke mob because they don't want her at their graduation for her values and what she stands for. They had a right to say what they want to say. And to come on a black campus and say that DEI is the problem. No, you out of touch, lady. You're out of touch. And it's wrong. They don't want you there. They spoke up about it. Freedom of speech in this country. And that's what it's about. But the way they're trying to make it seem now, it's only good for one side. And this thing about Jimmy Kimmel, he's a comedian. He's a comedian. Yes, he makes jokes. Whether you disagree with it or you don't, he makes jokes. Now they want to try to fire. Now the president wants this man fired because he makes jokes about him and his wife, and he doesn't like it. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. And then the dude he got, the FCC, whatever the broad, some dude that's on his cabinet talking about. I was reading something about TV stations could lose their license because of being divisive against the president of the United States. Do you know how many times that Trump, when Obama was president, how many times he said things about Obama, and he's still saying stuff about Obama to this day? But yet, people are not realizing how many times this man came out his mouth and said stuff about people and nobody says anything. He mocked Robert Mueller's death. They said nothing. He talked about killing a whole civilization. They said nothing. He mocked Jesus Christ. They said nothing. And the list goes on and on and on. He's called black women low IQ. Nobody said nothing. He's called black women in Congress low IQ. Nothing's ever said. But as soon as somebody comes out and says something about him, oh, everybody want to get in an uproar. Talk about it's not right. That's why I do not watch. I don't watch Fox News whatsoever. Because the only thing they want to do is sit there and kiss the president's butt. People like Sean Hannity, Glenn Beck, these people, these type of people, that's all they want to do is kiss the president's butt. Lindsey Graham. They want to think this man is Jesus Christ himself. And I look at it this way. When the Pope came out and said something about the Trump administration, this war, and everybody want to get mad, he's a religious leader. He has an obligation to say what's right and what's wrong. And that's what's not right with some religious leaders now. They're not willing to come out and say. I'm not gonna say all of them. Some of them. They don't want to come out and say what's wrong with this administration. But the Pope came out and said something. The Pope's not worrying about them. The Pope's not no political figure. He can say what he wants to say. And plus, he's an American citizen. I do believe he's an American citizen. I do believe. I do believe he is. I do believe he is. I do believe. But like I was saying, the Pope comes out and says something. And this goes back to the Fox News part I was talking about. You can go look it up yourself. I was on there just scrolling on Twitter when the Pope came out and said that this clown, Sean Hannon, comes down and said, I'm not going to be Catholic, and I don't think I'm going to be Catholic anymore because of the Pope's comments. Okay, so you're going to denounce your faith because of the Pope, of what he said, which was the right thing to say, and you're going to denounce your whole faith because of him. That shows me one thing right there. That tells me that you have no God in you. You don't follow God. There's nothing godly about you if you're going to denounce your whole faith because a Christian leader came out and said something. That's like an ordinary American getting mad at their preacher for something that he said and talk about, I'm not going to be a Christian anymore. It takes a deeply sad individual to say something like that. And the most sad thing, I don't understand. I see some of these black preachers that's for Trump. And I ask myself, how in the devil do y'all support someone like this? I ask Black America, how do y'all support this man when y'all can see what he's doing? Time for y'all to wake up. Time for you to wake up. Time for you to wake up. Like I say, everybody's opinion is welcome here. Anybody's opinion is welcome here. As long as you respect them. Now, if you want to get out of line and not be respectful towards me, you got to go. That's just the way it is. This is my channel and my views. And I know I got people in the bushes that watch me. I know I got people in the bushes that watch me. Because they don't like me. They don't like the direction that I took. They don't. They don't understand. It's a force behind me, and it's Jesus Christ. I'm blessed. I walk in a blessed way. I walk in a blessed way. Do I do everything right? No, I don't. I say it on the norm. I don't do everything the right way. I don't do everything on the right way. The Christian walk is a walk that you have to walk every day. It's like anything. You have to study it. You have to put faith in it. You have to put work into it. And it goes back to, like I say, if our community will put work and effort into learning about stuff going on around us, studying the Bible and stuff like that, our community would be better off. Our community would be better off. But look at our community. Look at the stuff that the minority of our community likes to do. Who twerks the best? Who got the best outfit? Who driving the best cars? Who's up the game on the latest thing that's going on? They put that same energy into getting out, getting the word out, the voting. Do you know how much power that we will have? Do you know how much power that we will have? We will have a lot of power. We will have a lot of work. We would be doing more better. We'd be doing a whole lot better than what we're doing right now. And the way stuff is going, we're gonna get left behind because of being uninformed. Because of being uninformed. Who was Gavin? Please don't come here with nonsense. Like I say, God has been good to me. And in about 17 days, if the Lord willing, I'll live to see another birthday. I've come a long way. And I still got a long way to go. Still got a long way to go. But this week has been draining. This week has been, it's been a week. But I thank God. And let me give a shout out to a couple of people. I know you're not in here right now, but let me just say to Yolanda the Great, Tenneke, Peanut Butter Face, I said, damn, we beat you. Just a few, Nurse 59, just a few of my supporters, the people that come around and keep saying encouraging stuff and just support me in general. Thank you all. It's not taken for granted. I appreciate it. I'm going to continue to say I appreciate it. Reed, I forgot Reed, Brother Reed. Thank you for being here this morning. But like I say, I just want to say, just thank you. Love and support everything y'all do. And to my sister Yolanda and Cedar that reached out to me this week, I'll be live Sunday, probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock. But just make sure you got your notifications on and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be around. I'll probably go live tomorrow morning too, like I do some Saturday mornings. But I'm gonna go out for a bit Saturday night. I step out there once in a while. It's good to get out. I don't do it often, but it's good to get out. It's good to spread your wings. But it is. And like I say, I forgot somebody. I just recently found this person on this channel. I'm one of his mods, but King of Commentary. He's bringing awareness to homelessness. To the Atlanta street homeless population and what's going on with a certain individual over there exploiting homeless people. If you want to know what I'm talking about, you have to go and like follow him and see what he's talking about, because he is bringing information about a certain individual who's exploiting homeless people in Atlanta. And it's truly sad. And it's sad what he's doing. I mean, I watch I watch his channel to be informed about what's going on. And for a while now, I have been watching his channel and stuff. This certain individual who gets these homeless people and he pays them money to do stuff on camera. And it's like preying on the mentally ill when someone should be helping people. He's out here exploiting these people. And King is over there shedding a light to it. He's not the only one. He's not the only one doing it. But like I say, go over there and check him out, because he's bringing awareness to it. And he's doing a good job over there about bringing awareness to this homeless situation and how they're being exploited, and how people who are actually paying for his website, to where he has these homeless people doing certain things for money. It's truly sickening. And I came across a video this morning where he was talking to this young girl. She's 18, but I don't know how old she is. I don't know how old. But you can see that she is severely depressed and she has drug issues. And he had put her in a hotel, and you could tell she's over all the antics, and she's tired. The young lady needs help, but the only thing he said is he doesn't like her attitude, and he's gonna put her out. He's gonna put her out of the room, and this, that, and the third. That's not godly. That's not humanly. It's not right at all. This young girl, you can tell she has issues. Instead of him saying, well, he's gonna talk about he don't like her attitude because she's tired. And when people get tired, when they get tired and they get fed up, you're gonna get upset and you say stuff. And he don't like her attitude, so he told this young lady, he said, well, I'm gonna give you a certain amount of time, but you gotta get out. You gotta get out. And that's not right. Nobody should be taken advantage of because of their situation at all. Nobody should be taken advantage of. I don't care what you're going through in life. We all go through stuff in life. But that doesn't give a person a right to take advantage of your situation. Especially when you know the person is on drugs, just anything. And you see and you want to see an opportunity to, I can exploit this person. I can throw this person a couple of dollars and they'll do this, they'll do X, Y, and Z for it. Like I say, it's truly sickening what's going on in some of these places on YouTube. It is. It's truly sickening. And you would be surprised some of the stuff that's going on YouTube. Because it's not right. This young lady, you can tell that she needs help. You can tell that she's upset. And instead of him trying to rationalize, like, well, let me try to help you this way, that way. Only thing he want to talk about, well, I don't like your attitude, so I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You're not human if you do something like that. You're not human if you do stuff like that. But like I say, go over there. I'll share some of his commentary. I'll share some of his channel. Go over there and check him out when he's live. He's a positive brother. He's trying to do what's right. He's trying to bring awareness to what this person is doing. Go give him a follow. Go check him out. Because he's doing his thing over there. And it's just not him. It's just not him. But like I say, this other individual, he has people supporting this. He has people buying a website just to see homeless people have sex. I'm going to just say it like it is, because that's what it is. He's exploiting homeless people. He's exploiting these homeless people. And I'm going to say it, because that's what he's doing. If you hear a train, I'm going to walk into the bus station to go to work. But yeah. But it's just like, it's some of this stuff out here, it's a sad situation. A sad situation. Sad situation. But like I say, time for us to wake up. Time for the community to wake up. For real, for real. But like I say, to all my supporters, to all my day ones like Yolanda the Great, Tenneke, Peanut Butter Face, Nurse 59, Prophet Reed, just being me, to all y'all, to all y'all, to all y'all, to all y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for your support, your love. It means a lot. And I'm not just saying it to be saying it. I'm not just saying it to be saying it. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Each and every one of y'all, I appreciate it. But like I say, it's going on 2 years. Well, then again, you might well say it's almost coming up on 3 years that I walked away from certain things. And look how far God has brought me. Look how far God has brought me. All it takes is for you to stand up and say, no, I'm not going to do this no more. I'm not going to be a certain way. Like I say, I don't understand how certain individuals on here can just sit in the same spot, do the same stuff, day after day after day after day after day after day after day. How can you not elevate your mind? How come you always want to be toxic? How come you always want to be negative? How come you always want to not try to better yourself or do better and do better? Ask yourself that. You have to literally ask yourself these questions. Why you don't want to do better for yourself? Why? I'm going to ask my haters that. Why you don't want to do better? Why you don't want to try to elevate your mind? Huh? Why you don't want to elevate your mind? You want to stay stagnant all the time. You want to stay a mess all the time. You want to stay hating on people that you can't get on their level all the time. And I'm talking to all of them. The man in a dress. The so-called bishop over there. Or whatever you want to call yourself. All them criminals over there together. Y'all want to stay stagnant. Y'all want to stay in all that stuff. Y'all want to do all this stuff and be in mess all the time. You don't want to elevate yourself. I mean, y'all people are just crazy as two bats in a cave. Y'all are crazy, dude. Crazy. Y'all people are crazy. And I'm gonna keep saying it. That's why y'all never gonna elevate. That's why you're never gonna elevate. Why you never be nothing like it. Because y'all are trifling. And you know, y'all can't ever tell me what to say, what to do. Man in the dress, Eagles, y'all can't tell me what to say, what not to say, how to say it, when to say it. Because I'm going to say what I want to say, how I want to say it. Because y'all people are toxic. And that's why I walked away. Yeah. Because like I say, y'all people are just miserable, lonely, low lives. When I said what I said, my channel is going to continue to grow. No matter how many times you talk about me, how many times you say my look cute, man in the dress, that doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all. Y'all just mad because I stepped away from y'all foolishness. And you don't understand. You don't understand what's blessed. You don't understand what's blessed. Y'all want me to come on here and cuss y'all out and say this and say that about y'all. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. God's been too good to me. I choose to come and say stuff to y'all, but it's not gonna be the way y'all want to be. Y'all want me to cut the foot. It won't happen. That part of me is wrong. And the only reason I'm saying something, because I know y'all in the bushes watching. Y'all always in the bushes watching. But none of y'all had the courage to come and say anything to me. Because you know I'm right about everything I'm saying about y'all. Everything I'm saying about y'all. I know it's right. I know it's right. So, like I said, I ain't even know I was gonna be here this long this morning. But to God be the glory. But always, always remember that God loves us all. There's nothing we can't do without God. Before you leave home today, no matter where you're going, you could be going to the grocery store. You could be going to check on a loved one. Pray before you leave home. Pray over your kids if they're going to school. Pray for our country in general. Because I don't even recognize the country anymore. because of the people that's in charge of this country. And it's sad to say, I don't understand the people of this country anymore because of the people that's running this country and the people that's condoning the stuff that's going on in our country. America is better than this when you got the right people in charge. But this goes to show, when you have an incompetent clown that's the president of the United States and the whole world can see it, when you got allies that doesn't want to mess with us anymore, it's time for America to wake up and realize what's going on. It's time for more people to stand up for what's right. It is. It really is. And I pray that someone wakes up and realizes it. But hope everyone has a blessed Friday, a blessed start to May. And like I say, to God be the glory. And always remember, I love all my supporters. And remember, God loves you. And so do I, in Jesus' name. And everybody, have a blessed Friday. God bless.